Hey everyone, it's Gabby. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my spring book haul. I've acquired a decent amount of books, 10, since March, and since we are now getting into the summer, especially here in Texas, it is now over 90 degrees during the day, but I thought I would go ahead and do my spring book haul since, spring is pretty much done. I'm really excited to share these books that I have acquired since March. I am so excited for many of these books. I feel like this is going to be one of the best book hauls that I have. So yeah, let's just get started. So in the month of March, I acquired 3 books. The first one was from the Owl Crate unboxing, and that was Heart of Iron by Ashley Poston. I haven't read this book yet, but it is absolutely gorgeous. I just can't get over how beautiful this book is. But I am really excited to read this book. It sounds so cool. It is set in space and we follow our main character, Anna. She is one of the last few people to have an illegal android, and her android is now glitching. So she is trying to find a way to fix him. And in order to fix him, she needs to find this lost ship and find the coordinates to this lost ship. While she's doing this, she's kind of like jumping through space, searching for these coordinates. She ends up meeting an iron boy who is also trying to find the lost ship as well. So the two of them, I don't know if they end up teaming up together, but basically they become fugitives and the entire kingdom is after them. So it just sounds so cool. I love things with like Android, I love sci-fi, I love the setting in space. It sounds really interesting and I cannot wait to read this one. Next I have Scythe by Neil Shusterman. This was our April book pick of the month for our Muggle Studies book club. Now if you are interested in hearing my thoughts, like with all spoilers on this book, we do have our live show that is recorded on Hannah's channel, so definitely go check it out. We go into tons and tons of details and spoilers and why it is that we liked and disliked the book. So I ended up rating it a 3 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed the idea and the premise of the book, but as far as like I had a few problems with like characters and plot holes and stuff, so that's why I ended up rating it a 3 out of 5 stars. But basically in this world we have achieved death. There is no disease, people can't die. If you do die, you're able to get revived and come back to life, and there's no government, there's no like famine, war. Basically we are living in a utopia. So we follow our 2 main characters, Citra and Rowan, and they are apprenticing to become scythes. So we follow their story and pretty much, chaos ensues. The next book that I got in March was Obsidio by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I already read this book. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. I absolutely loved it. I do have a book review on Obsidio, which I will leave linked down below if you are interested in hearing my thoughts on it. It is a non-spoiler review, so definitely go check it out. If you haven't read Obsidio, you can still watch it. But this book was so amazing. It was the finale to the Illuminae files, and it was just so good. An amazing finale. And I mean, the book itself is so freaking gorgeous. I love this book style. It is just so cool. The dust jacket is awesome, and just the format of this book itself is, it's written in diagrams and diary entries and video footage, just really interesting chat rooms, emails, just stuff like that. Radio conversations. So all in all, this was just such a fantastic book and I really recommend it. And it was one of my most anticipated books for 2018, and I'm so glad that I did get it. Okay, so moving on to April. The first book that I got was Ace of Shades by Amanda Foody, and this was in the April Owl Crate box, and I am currently reading it. I am a little bit more than halfway through it, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I love the cover. It is so gorgeous. I love the red letters. I think the Owl Crate exclusive edition I prefer it over the original edition. So in this story, we follow our main character, N. Her mother goes missing, so she travels to the city of Sin in order to find out like where her mother is and discover secrets and stuff. She ends up meeting a boy named Levi who is the lord of a gang, and just things go crazy after that. The premise of this book sounds really cool. I'm really enjoying kind of like the casino games and gambling type of setting. It's really interesting. It gives me a little bit of like a historical fiction vibe, but it's not historical fiction. Just all in all, it's really, really cool, and I'm really excited to finish it. The next book I got is Birthright by Nora Roberts, and I got this at Half Price Books, and I love Nora Roberts, especially her like murder mystery standalones. It sounded really interesting, so I definitely wanted to pick it up. So in this book, we follow our main character, Callie. She is an archaeologist, and she ends up leaving her sabbatical early when 5,000-year-old human remains are dug up at a construction site. While investigating these remains, she ends up digging up all of these secrets, and of course there's adventure and romance because it's Nora Roberts. I am really, really excited to read this one. I usually fly through Nora Roberts books, and yeah, I think this one's gonna be a lot of fun. The next book I also got at Half Price Books was The Once and Future King by T.H. White. This is one of my favorite books. I originally had to read it in high school, and I absolutely loved it, and I have read it numerous times since I've had to read it in high school. I unfortunately lost my original copy to this book, and I had been trying to find it with like this cover because this is the cover that I read it in high school. So I really wanted the book that I read, and I've been having trouble finding it in good condition, and I think I found one. I mean, this is in pretty decent condition. I'm really, really excited to reread it. It doesn't look like there's any markings in the book, and I'm still so sad that I lost my original book with like all of my notes and highlights and everything, because when I was in school and I would read, I marked up my books like crazy. Now, if I'm reading for fun, like my pretty books, I don't mark up as much, but I'm really happy that I found another copy with this cover that is still in pretty decent condition. And the last book I got in the month of April, and this is one of my most excited books that I found, was Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire by J.K. Rowling. So I never had a hardback of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I only had like a paperback, and I needed a hardback. So I had been looking for a hardback in decent, you know, condition for a while now, and I finally found one. I mean, it is a little beat up. You can tell that it is used, but it's still, I think, in pretty good condition. Like, the cover still looks really nice. The dust jacket isn't, I mean, the dust jacket still looks really, really great. And the inside pages, I mean, they still look really nice. The inside pages, they're not written on, highlighted in, anything like that. So I mean, basically you can just tell that this book has been read, it's been loved a little bit, but otherwise it's in really, really decent condition, and I'm super, super excited that I finally found like a inexpensive hardback of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Okay, so now going into the month of May, and I'm really, really excited for these last 3 books. I ended up getting these in Oregon. The first book I found at Powell's bookstore, which was the first time I've ever been, and it was just so freaking cool. I ended up finding Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone by J.K. Rowling. I'm not sure what edition this is. I have looked through on the internet trying to find this edition. I think this is the UK edition, but I don't think it's the original UK edition, because the original UK edition, it's more like a red, right? It's got like red across right here. Anyways, so I'm not sure exactly what edition this is, but I saw Philosopher's Stone, and I don't have an edition where it's Philosopher's Stone. I only have the US edition, which is the Sorcerer's Stone. So when I saw this, I was like, oh my god, I have to have this book. And even though this is used, like, this book, it looks like it is in perfect condition. I mean, the spine isn't broken. It just looks so great. The pages don't look yellowed. I'm so excited. And there is a map. There is a map. I want to say these are the UK editions, but if I'm wrong, I'm really sorry. Just let me know down below which edition this is, because I can't seem to find out online. Next, I picked up Leah on the Offbeat by Becky Albertalli. I am currently reading this book. I'm just like 20 pages in. I'm really enjoying it. I absolutely loved Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda. So of course I had to pick up Leah on the Offbeat. I've just been hearing so many things about this book. People are absolutely loving it. it, and so far I am really enjoying it. Like, Leah's humor is amazing, so I'm really excited to pick up this book and read it. Plus the cover is gorgeous. I love the color. Like, this blue-green color, oh my gosh, it's amazing. And the last book I picked up in May, and this is my most anticipated book for 2018, or one of my most anticipated book, and that is A Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J. Maas. I am so excited. I am currently reading it right now, and I love this story so much. I love these characters so much, and I love the cover. Now, even though the cover doesn't really match the other covers, like the writing is gold instead of white, and on the spine the title goes, I guess, across instead of down, but I can understand why they couldn't fit it down. I mean, this book is really tiny. There are 229 pages in this book. So, I mean, I understand why they had to do it this way, but otherwise, the black and Feyre's tattoo and her dress and this, oh, I love these covers so much. But I am so excited to read this book, and like I said, I'm halfway through it right now, and I'm really enjoying it, so I can't wait to finish it. Okay guys, so that is all the books that I acquired in March, April, and May. I really am enjoying doing these book hauls more seasonally, like every couple of months, because that way it gives me more books to haul. So let me know if you enjoy it. I mean, I can go back to doing monthly book hauls, but I kind of prefer doing it this way. That way I have more books to share, and my video has a little bit more content to it versus like hauling 3 books. So anyways, let me know what you think down below. Let me know what book you think I should get to first. Obviously, it's gonna be A Court of Frost and Starlight, and then I think Leon the Offbeat, but let me know if there's another book that you think I should get to sooner rather than later, and I will see you next time in another video. Bye! Can I just say thumbnails? Maybe I will get back. Oh, maybe I will get back to doing monthly book hauls, because I cannot haul all these books for a thumbnail. Oh goodness. And that's my workout for the month.